Greetings. Today we'll share an analysis of Maxine case. We'll explain our analysis in 4 parts. Our analysis shows that Maxine's innovation remains product-driven rather than customer-driven. It misses the growing trend of health-conscious and younger consumers. Pricing is mainly cost-based, overlooking emotional and social value, which weakens consumers' perception of brand worth. Although Maxine has wide visibility across Hong Kong, its stores lack interactivity and shareable experience. Lastly, weak storytelling and limited social media engagement make it hard for the brand to connect with younger audiences. In the short term, we suggest launching trendy mini cakes and pop-up collaborations to rebuild excitement. In the long term, Maxine should enhance emotional value through cross-brand partnerships and create stronger multi-brand synergy within its group. Maxine offers co-branded cake with Oreos and so on. It also sells family bread, butter cakes, and mooncakes. Beyond cakes, Maxine's group manages a wide range of restaurants. This variety shows the group's strong foundation and ability to expand through brand collaborations. Maxine's cake is positioned in the mid to high price range. However, its brand and product refinement are not strong enough to compete effectively. Compared with brands like Lifetastic, Maxine's appears less sophisticated. But this also means there is an open space, the mid to high price and high quality segment, that Maxine's can further develop to strengthen its position. Despite this strong network, Maxine's face and conflicts in brand positioning. It tries to preserve its classic image with traditional cakes, but at the same time, it follows short-term trends through limited collaborations. As a result, its innovation looks fragmented and lack a clear vision. The brand's message becomes inconsistent, creating a gap between its pricing and what consumers actually feel is the value. To rebuild trust, Maxine's need to align its innovation with clearer brand identity.
Let's look at Maxine's stagnation from the product perspective. Today, its innovation remains product-driven rather than consumer-driven, missing two key shifts: the rise of health-conscious and younger consumers. On the health side, the specialty bakery sector is set to grow by 16 billion US dollars from 2023 to 2028, and the gluten-free market will reach 7.6 billion within 2 years. Launches featuring gut health or whole grain benefits have also risen over 20% year on year, showing consumers' preference for healthier indulgence. Yet, Maxim's product line still focuses on traditional high sugar items, missing the health driven opportunity. Meanwhile, younger consumers are reshaping bakery choices. Research shows Gen Z favors familiar, healthy, and nostalgic flavors, and is drawn to limited edition and small sized desserts, seeking personalization and emotional connection that Maxim's current lineup lacks. Overall, while Maxim's wide SKUs ensure variety, its lack of health and youth relevance has weakened emotional resonance and long term differentiation in Hong Kong's fast changing bakery landscape.
Moving on to the next problem, we identified that Maxim's current pricing strategy is mainly cost-driven. While this approach ensures stable profits, it overlooks emotional and social value. As a result, consumers perceive the brand as expensive but not special, which weakens brand loyalty and makes premium pricing difficult to justify. On the left, we can see the three main issues of this cost-focused model. First, without emotional storytelling or brand resonance, customers cannot connect with the product. Second, because price elasticity is low, promotions have become the primary driver of sales instead of true brand value. Lastly, there is no positive feedback loop that encourages value-oriented decisions, so the brand keeps relying on cost rather than meaning. On the right, consumer behavior data shows that truly influences purchase decisions. Perceived value, PV, has the strongest impact, followed by visual styling, FOMO, and emotional engagement. This tells us that emotional and psychological factors are actually more important than cost alone. Therefore, to rejuvenate the brand and unlock premium potential, Maxim must shift from cost-based pricing to value-driven positioning and rebuild emotional and perceived value.
Next, we focus on how Maxim's current brand touchpoints lack interactivity, which limits its ability to emotionally connect with younger consumers. First, we look at the in-store experience. Although most of Maxim's outlets are located in high-traffic MRT stations, the shops themselves feel static and outdated. The stores lack interactive designs and do not offer freshly baked or photo-worthy elements that would attract younger customers or encourage sharing on social media. Moreover, customers spend very little time in store and have limited attachment to the brand due to the standardized purchase process, but customers simply choose, pay, and then leave. Next, on the digital side, Maxims has a strong offline presence but weak online engagement. There's minimal online to online integration and few social media campaigns that inspire interaction or user generated content. Therefore, younger audiences see little reason to visit, engage, or share their experiences with Maxims, making the brand feel disconnected from modern digital behavior. To summarize, while Maxim's Cake still holds strong visibility and heritage, its outdated retail and digital touchpoints fail to create the kind of interactive and shareable experiences that drive emotional connection, and especially among younger consumers.
Maxim faces a major challenge in connecting with younger consumers because its brand storytelling and social media engagement are weak. On social media, most content focuses on product launches or festive greetings, but there's little interaction or creativity. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok are underused for emotional storytelling and co-branding campaigns, only create short-term buzz without lasting engagement. At the same time, Maxim's brand story is brief and product-oriented. For formal language on its website fails to convey its cultural meaning in Hong Kong. And many consumers see it as an old generation brand with little emotional connection. So, although Maxim still enjoys a large and loyal customer base, its traditional brand value no longer resonates with or attracts new audiences.
Moving to our overall strategy, our goal is to re-image Maxim's legacy through innovative branding that connects generations by honoring tradition while staying modern. Currently, Maxim faces low digital exposure and weak youth attachment, creating an aging brand image. On the other hand, our analysis showed two distinct consumer bases. Older generations value heritage and nostalgia, while younger generations look for novelty, aesthetics, and product value. Our approach bridges this gap by blending tradition with contemporary experiences. In the short term, we focus on three pillars: product, channel, and brand. And in the mid to long term, Maxim can partner with its group restaurants to offer birthday services and cake discounts, strengthening its celebration identity. Together, these initiatives build a generation bridging strategy, transforming Maxim's from an aging heritage brand into one that blends tradition and innovation. To address the product gaps, our short term strategy focuses on customer driven product innovation that blends wellness, personalization, and nostalgia. First, the Maxim's Light series target health conscious consumers, offering low sugar, high fiber pastries with QR code transparency to rebuild trust and position Maxim as a modern wellness bakery. Second, mini celebration cakes for 2 to 3 people or single servings fit younger consumers' smaller celebration habits and lifestyles. They encourage more frequent celebrations, expanding consumption occasions beyond birthdays or festivals. Lastly, we introduce blind box cakes, which are limited editions with nostalgic flavors and vintage packaging. These tap into Gen Z's love for scarcity and social sharing, creating emotional buzz and stronger brand connection. Together, these innovations directly address Maxim's pain points, transforming it into a product centered to a customer centered brand.
Now, moving on to the second part of our short-term solution, we now focus on revitalizing Maxim's indoor designs and online presence to deepen customer attachment and boost new product exposure. The big picture here is to stabilize the existing client base while reaching to younger, trend-driven audiences through KOLs and digital campaigns. In terms of our detailed approach, we first approach cross-channel campaigns, such as weekly digital stamp collections that can be redeemed in store. Next, we also plan to gamify the customer experiences with loyalty missions such as visit 3 stores and unlock rewards, encouraging repeated visits. We'll also redesign in-store experiences by adding interactive message walls and photo spots, making Maxims more shareable on social media. To amplify visibility, Maxims can also collaborate with KOLs through online events that feature seasonal products. Finally, we propose launching pop-up stores and food trucks that sell freshly baked items around Hong Kong to create social media buzz and increase exposure. As a result, Maxims can expect stronger emotional connections, greater online visibility, and higher customer retention. This approach also enhances brand loyalty and achieves cost-efficient marketing by leveraging user-generated content instead of frequent product launches.
In terms of mid to long-term solution, we propose partnering with Maxim's Group-owned restaurants to introduce birthday services and cake discounts. The goal is to shift pricing from cost-driven to emotion-driven, so that consumers feel a stronger sense of value and are more willing to pay a premium. On the left, you can see how we match different restaurant types with specific cake series. And on the right is the customer journey. First, customers book a restaurant. Then, when making the reservation, they can also select birthday services and their preferred cake. Finally, during the meal, the staff will bring out the cake, sing a birthday song, and provide decorations and birthday boards to enhance the celebration experience. Through this collaboration, we aim to achieve two main goals. First is to transform pricing from cost focused to emotion focused. And second is to drive positive growth for the group's restaurants while reinforcing the multi brand strategy.
Based on our analysis, we believe that these solutions can help the company enhance Maxim's nostalgic yet refined brand image through innovative approach. Thank you.